The Crucial 30.
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 It's the Crucial 30.
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 Well, hello, world. We are so excited about our second panel of this Crucial 30. Guys, we are getting closer and closer to the election, and we want to make sure that you have all of the content and all of the reasons and all of the dialogue needed to make your decision. Not a decision based off of what anyone else tells you, but based off of what you decide. Right now, backstage, we have some of the most important people in our world. We have some of our small business owners. A lot of people don't realize that, but it is the small businesses that keep our economy going. It is the small businesses that keep us alive in this world. And so we are truly, truly excited about the content and the discussions and everything else that is to come this evening. And so right now, I am going to bring them up one by one, just so they can tell you just a little bit about themselves before we jump into the actual panel. And so up first is, we're going to do ladies first. And so I am going to bring up Miss Camila Traylor, and she is coming up right now, adding to the stream. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. I hope everyone is doing good. As she stated, my name is Camila Traylor, and I am the owner of KMT Travel. That is one of many businesses that I have, but I became a travel agent about almost 2 years ago, because I love to travel, and I just said we needed a travel agent in the group, so here I am. I specialize in all types of travel, and here I am.
I love it. And what's the name of your business again?
KMT Travel.
KMT Travel, right there on the stage, guys, right there in front of you. So go ahead and take your screenshots. Remember that, because when you are ready to leave after the pandemic is over, you are going to want to do some traveling. I know I am, and I'm going to reach out. So I'm going to bring up our next guest. His name is Terrell Ward. He is the owner of Wealth Benders, and so I'm going to bring him up right now. Hello, Terrell. How are you? Tell us a little bit about what your business is all about.
Well, my name is Terrell Ward, and the name of my business is Wealth Benders, and I'm the founder or creator of the advanced budgeting concept. And my mission is to change the paradigm of wealth. I moved here about 5 years ago with my fiance, and that's why we're here.
Awesome. And where is here?
Oh, Texas. I'm from Texas. I'm originally from Mississippi, but I moved here 5 years ago from Mississippi.
Awesome. I love it. And so wealth, you all. So as one of our 4 core values is financial stability. And so Terrell is going to take us through a perspective from looking at it from a financial specific arena. And so next up is Dries. I'm going to put you backstage real quick. Dries. Hello, my brother.
Hey, how you doing, Chelsea? Good to see you, sis.
Doing well. As you already know, Dries is always on the go, and it's a really good thing. I will say that Dries is on the West Coast, and so it's still early out there as you see the sunshine, and he just got off set, right, Dries?
In the background. Yeah, I was just on set. I was doing a shoot for HBO and for Misha Green for Lovecraft Country. So I'm glad I was able to get out just in time to participate for this, because information is wealth right there.
Exactly. But I know that I know you have all these different, as we say, all these different burners, and there's pots on every burner in the world of entrepreneurship. And so can you tell us a little bit about, what you do and all the different hats that you wear?
Yeah, most definitely. So the first part of it is I am an entrepreneur, so I'm in business to be in business. So I'm open to selling products, to selling my actual services. So through passion, I'm a hairstylist. I do editorial and film and commercial work. I also am I am passionate about the cryptocurrency space. So at the moment, my company, Reichdom, we are focused on education and educating individuals and small urban businesses how they can use cryptocurrency to one, generate wealth, two, to also generate capital for their businesses, and also generate capital within the community.
I love it.
So, and my other thing, passion is my book, The Assistant's Handbook: Principles for Success in the Entertainment Industry. And that focus is just giving people a guideline on how to carry themselves and how to deal with life, not just in the entertainment industry, but just as an assistant under anyone.
Yep. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. I'm ready because, as you know, if you know me, I have my hands in a lot of different small businesses myself. And so this conversation is personal. So I'm going to bring up the rest of the panel just so that we can dive into the questions, because we want to be respectful of time tonight as well.
Most definitely.
Awesome. So we got all three of our panelists right here. And the first question is just, why is this election so crucial from a small business owner's perspective? What is, just put it out there. Why is this election so crucial?
And I'm a firm believer that it's really tough for a while. I think that it's really crucial because I'm honestly at this point in my business, I've realized through this pandemic that I have to focus on my business and myself. I also realize I have to focus on my own agenda, regardless of the things that are going on. So I'm really interested in not being caught up in the static, because that static is there. Voting is fine, but I think without having a strong foundation within yourself for what your goals or what you want, that's when, regardless of who's in the office, you're going to be screwed.
Right.
Did you hear that, everyone? That is key, because the thing is the fact that yes, voting is important. Get out there and vote. However, just know that even beyond that vote, you still have work to do. Who else? What else? What else can we talk about? Why else is this so crucial, especially from a small business perspective?
Well, I can say because of my business as a travel agency, just to bring in the pandemic, I've been hit hard because we're not traveling. We're not going nowhere. It's something to go to the grocery store, and that's pretty much where we are. And if you're anything like me, I go to the grocery store because I don't have a choice, but I'm not jumping on no planes going nowhere, and I love to travel. So I feel that it's very important because I do believe that if we had a different administration in there, I don't think it would have gotten as bad as it gotten. And we vote these people in office. And so
that's true.
Because we put these people in office, now it's important for us to go to the vote next month so that we can get out of this.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Definitely. And I will say that, with the narrative shift being a nonprofit organization, we cannot take either side, and whatever you hear tonight is truly based off of their own individual contributions to this conversation. But what you hear is real and it's authentic. And so, yes, Kamala, just looking at, I said Kamala, like you're like Miss Harris.
I know, right? She's up next.
Shout out to African American, VP, almost VP, however you want to call it. If you vote who is your choice. All right. So back to the thing. So Terrell, do you have anything to add as far as just why it's so important from a business perspective?
Yeah, it's a tough question because a lot of businesses, they set themselves up to weather the storm. But I think this time is different because where the economy is at right now, and we've had a lot of layoffs. I got a letter in the mail last week. I was laid off, so now I'm a full-time business owner. And the way the economy is going is scary. So I would say this election is crucial because I hate to say presidents. I'm going to say the policies is going to determine the fate of the economy this time, and maybe America because we're already in a bad spot. So I think we should change the narrative to voting for these policies instead of these presidents because you can do research. I've been doing research. I'm more of an independent when it comes to voting, so I haven't voted in a long time. And I like to hear y'all's opinion. And the last panel really got me into voting, so I've been doing research. And I looked up some executive orders that's already in place. So I think that's what we need to shift to is these policies. And I have a link. If Andrea can put it in the description down there and check it out because I think that's going to be the game change. We have to start voting these people in or out depending on what policies they've been backing and what we can get in there.
Right. No, definitely. And I just want to bring up just one key point of what I heard. See, the thing is the fact that, yes, it doesn't matter if you haven't voted in the past. It doesn't matter about that. What matters is where you are now and that you trust the process going forward. And so if this is your first time, if you are debating to go to the polls or not go to the polls, I need you to go to the polls. Because the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's your first time or your 50th time. Right. Make it the right time this time. And so I know I'm getting on the soapbox, but just wanted to let's kind of move and shake to the next question. As it pertains to small business owners, what initiatives, what values, what would you like to see our leaders focus on as it relates to the impacting our small businesses and our economy?
Clearly always everybody's looking for tax breaks, and it'd be nice to see something, unique and special for small businesses so that's going to be your groundwork to giving that thick layer of wealth within the community, within the local community. Right. So if there are like proper tax breaks, you know what I mean, or where people are like, I have no problem hiring my cousin or hiring somebody because I know I'm gonna get this write-off or I'm gonna do this, or you know what I mean, like, and then also I guess making that education available because the community people just don't know what they don't know. Right. And so people go into business, but they're still in business blindly. So I mean, clearly you want to do your own research, but I just feel like if we're going to move forward, as you say, as we're going to correct the wrong or correct the past, then I think then education also should be brought into the process. But like, yes, we're bringing the small businesses up, educating them also, along with giving them the opportunity to gain capital to fix the things that they need to do on their own. They don't need to depend on the city to do anything for them when they've got their own capital.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. And I kind of piggyback on what he said because, I think there needs to be more resources there available to us. Most definitely tax break, as what he said, education. And even if a small business wants to get a loan, it shouldn't be so hard to get one. Not saying that we want to get loans, but we might need that extra capital to get us to where we're going
Look, they're gonna print the money out of the sky anyway. I'm sorry. So I mean, might as well just give you the money anyway. Just give it.
That
Give it to us.
that part. That
You
part.
know?
I like it.
What you being stingy for?
That part. It shouldn't be so hard.
That's true.
No, definitely. What else? Anything else?
I would like the leaders to focus on the national debt because as I've been doing research again, I'm seeing that a lot of the debt is paid with through tax dollars. And I have another link because that's what narrative is about information. I have a link from Dave Ramsey, 7 Ways the Government Spends Your Tax Money, so you can go and see for yourself. And with that, you know, student loans are killing us. I'm sure every one of us have been through that and is going through it now. It's outrageous. You're paying a house note for a degree that you got. Then you go into the job and they're taxing you, and the debt is steadily rising. So the taxes are going to rise. So you'll never pay that student loan off because you're steady getting hit with the taxes. Yeah. So and the federal government, they tell us how much they're going to put towards it. So they can put, if you look in that link, you'll see they only put 6% towards the national debt, but all of those other things they're taxing us on too. So it's a never-ending cycle. We got to fix that.
And I just want to let you know that I know Terrell is putting out a lot of different links. I am going to make sure that you all receive the links at www.thenarrativeshift.org. You can come to our website and you'll be able to see links that are related to this panel. And so you're not going to miss any information, you all. And you're right, the taxes, the student loan debt. I know that the student loan, conversation is becoming so rapid, and leaders, like, this is for you. We need you to do something about that debt. It doesn't make any sense for us to go to school and for us to better ourselves. And then what? We're drowning afterwards. And I'm saying that as Sophia Calvert, not the founder or president of the Narrative Shift. So we're just going to go through. So just kind of going back to something, Camila, that you said about just, being a travel agent. Mm-hmm. And you could have probably never imagined that in 2020, after the chicken sandwich, that you were going to have to figure out what's next. And so knowing that this 2020 has been a tough year for small businesses all over, how have y'all stayed encouraged?
So for me, I have a travel business that with 2020 has just been that a business. I have started booking in 2021. But to get me through this, I'm a crafter. So I'm a crafter, but I also put God first. And for me, I'm a firm believer that God don't put nothing before you that he won't see you through. And so this pandemic was out of my control. I can't control this. I can sit and say that it's going to be gone tomorrow, but the reality is we're still in it. We're still in it now. So I couldn't worry off that. I also have a jewelry business. So I've just been over here. I'm still working because I'm booking 2021. I'm selling my jewelry and I'm a crafter. So when I got so frustrated with the world, I disconnected and I craft. So what kept me going was my crafting is what kept me going. And I learned perfected some skills. You can't dwell off of it. This is way beyond us.
Yeah. I think when this happened, when everything went down, and the survival part of it is something that I had to take the time that my brother DeAndre shared with me, and it's a lesson I've always taken with me, is that you have to zoom out and then zoom in, to gain the true perspective of where you are and what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to, you know what I mean? When you zoom out, you're going to look at it from all angles and all perspectives and not be in the egotistical self-centered perspective, you know. But when you're zoomed in, you're going to really just internalize and feel all the emotional pain of that circumstance and that situation. So, and just like what Camilla said, that she just disconnected, and I felt the same way. You just have to disconnect, trust in the process. Like, I believe in the power of the universe, and I believe that, everything is for me. There's nothing against me.
Right.
And that everything that works out in my favor, period. And with that, you just disconnect and let go. Just keep walking. These are things you can't control.
Can't control it. It is what it is.
That's it.
It is what it is.
Yes, sir. I encourage myself through doing. And when you do and get things done, they lead to accomplishments. And when you make accomplishments, it's very encouraging. So things that I'm doing with my business, since I'm full time now, so I can't focus on the 9 to 5 right now. If I did, it's difficult to find a job now. So I'm being encouraged by doing and helping people. And what I've been doing is, I learned a concept called advanced budgeting through a poker dealer about 13 years ago, and I didn't know what I had. I'm just now putting this together after 12 years.
Wow.
It started coming together last year, and I didn't know what I had, but I've changed a lot of businesses' lives, and that's what I'm doing with it now. So I'm helping couples, I'm helping businesses, and one new thing that I'm doing is I'm helping men and women that are 60 years old or more, showing them how to build wealth. So
that's amazing.
That's very encouraging to me. It's not about the money, it's about helping people and making those accomplishments.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah, cool. Definitely. I mean, and just to think, when you just hit something, as far as just like when we think about the older generation, it's one thing, but when we think about the younger generation, when you think about, every small business owner had to jump. There had to be a time where you kind of let go of that rope and just say, you know what, I'm just going to jump out there on faith. I'm just going to jump out there on just encouragement and courage, just to do what has been nesting inside of me for so long. And so, for the young person that's out there that's going to watch this now or re-watch this, what advice could you give them?
You know what? Was that wasn't for anybody? Okay, that was just in general. Okay. What encouragement can you give them?
That's a tough one.
I got no encouragement. All I can tell you, I've been talking to my brother-in-law, right? And I've been telling this young cat, I'm like, look, brother, you want advice? Open your eyes, open your ears, and close your mouth. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna, when you get around folks that know what they're doing, or you know what I mean, like, and you see things, you're involved with certain things, and you're not clear, just close your mouth, because a lot of times these young kids, they think they know everything already, or they have an idea, and that's fair. We all do. However, if you don't know how to do it, then it's clearly you don't know what you're talking about. And I would say to them, like, I'm like, please tell me, what is your point of reference from this concept or idea that you have? If you have something to bounce it off of, or someone that you've worked with that, you know what I mean? Tell me that information, because otherwise you don't have a track record. So open your eyes and your ears and close your mouth. And you know what I mean? Like, even through, and I'm not saying don't ask questions. Asking questions is important. That's a lesson that I had to learn. But but you need to know when and where. You know what I mean? And ask an intelligent question. If you close your mouth and open your eyes, you're gonna get the answer a lot of times. But I think that you just have to just get out of your own way.
What other advice you want? Y'all done been through the storm, y'all been through the rain, you've been up, you've been down. What other advice do you have for these young folks out there that need to jump?
You got to do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
There are times where we trying to please everybody, and at the end of the day, you're not happy. You got to figure out what your purpose is. So I could tell you that you're supposed to be doing, or I think you should be doing A, B, C, and D. But if it's not your purpose, and if you're not happy, that's a problem. You have to figure out what your purpose is, and you have to be happy with it.
I like it. I would say, as far as advice for business owners or the world, take advantage of this opportunity. If you've been like myself, haven't been voting, start doing research on, what goes into these policies and the other stuff we talked about. But that's something that I wasn't taught, but that's something that was, you saw that there's no excuse why I shouldn't have been voting. I should have been out there. But one thing I wasn't taught was finances.
Okay.
You can learn how to budget by going on Google. You can learn about how to build your own credit. You can learn about investing. It's things we can be doing right now. There's no excuse. And I'm on board with the other panelists.
Right.
You got to get to work and do something that you love. You can find something that you love in any area. So, but I would say finances was the thing I wasn't taught, and I had to learn that on my own. So I know anybody can do that. Anybody can build a wealth builder system.
Definitely. I know that, there's always a time where, we have our own advice and we're giving advice because, as we continue to move forward, we're helping out the next generation. But when you think about one person, or when you think about your journey and your story, who is that person that motivated you? Or what is that story that you could tell the world right now, in a short, compact way of how you got to where you are?
Ooh. Well, you know what?
Question.
Yeah, I know that's a long one, right? That definitely deserves some time of thought. I'll be real quick. I thought my thing was, I call myself like fresh off the couch. I was in DC and I saw this hair show and I was like, wow, I think I could do that better. I could be that person or whatever. And the thing that I didn't realize, I didn't know how. I didn't know who, I didn't know how. But I knew one thing is that I believed. And if anything I could say to anybody, it's like, yo, you just got to believe. You got to believe that you can fly, you can walk on water. You know what I mean? Like, you can win the Super Bowl. You got to believe. As wild as it seems, you got to believe. And I will never forget working at the FAA, and I'm walking out and I'm like, this is my last week. I'm going to LA to be a hairstylist. And the dude's like, who do you know somebody? You got connections? And I was like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? I'm going out there. I have a plan, and we'll see how that works. But we're just gonna keep going with it. I was goal driven, but the biggest thing is that I was like, even as the goals added and changed or grew, I decided that I just held space for belief that this is plan A through Z. This is it. This is what I want to do. And anything else that happens outside of that. This is my main focus. So I just believed, honestly, I've been anywhere from I've been homeless and, living in the car, you know what I mean? As a hairstylist, as an assistant, trying to break into West Hollywood or, you know what I mean? To be, amongst these people, you know what I mean? And you're working for $8 an hour and you're just hoping for what's going to be my break? What's going to be the next job? Or are they going to pay me within net 30 or net 60 or net 90? Geez, anything. right? You're gonna be that in that struggle, but you've got to have faith and believe that, you know what, no matter what, this is what I'm here to do, and I can't be shaken or be stirred, and you can't be moved off the block, because if you can be moved off the block, there that means that's space for fear and self-doubt, and therefore it will never happen. That's it.
Definitely.
I like it.
What else I got?
I would say the person that molded me to who I am is my mother. I know you guys have heard the saying, my mother was Black. I was raised with a true Black mother, and growing up, I didn't understand why she did the things that she did. But as I got older, I haven't been blessed with any children, but I have nieces, I have nephews, I have adopted nieces and nephews, and I just see how some of their parenting ain't there, and the kids get away with a lot. So I can say that who I am is because of my mother. I had a loving mother, but she was stern. She meant what she said, and I can honestly say I am my mother. We don't realize it, and growing up, never have been able to tell me, but I am my mother. I am my mother's child, and she made me who I am. I might be a little bit more harsh than her, but she helped me be the woman that I am today because of how she raised me and me not understanding why she raised me like that. Like, I have common sense. I've always had it, but these other ones, they don't have it. they don't have it. And you got to start them early.
Yeah.
You got to know right from wrong.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely. Terrell, you got anything?
Oh man, I don't know where to start because, oh man, let's see. Whew, you got a way of asking some good questions, but
Right.
I'll say encouragement. It's a lot, that encouragement. The neighborhood I grew up in, my mother, um, my dad, on making me go to work almost every day after school. And growing up poor, I mean, it's a lot. So ooh, I don't even think I could talk about. But yeah, I've been through a lot.
Oh.
I could have died over probably 7 times. Been in a lot of drive-bys.
Gosh.
That's a tough. But I always had people there that said, where you're at, you really stick out like a sore thumb. Why are you in this neighborhood?
Right.
Why are you doing this? It's a lot. Wearing my brother's clothes for pretty much most of my life because we couldn't afford clothes. It's so much.
It is
I got a lot. I got a long story of that. So I just, one thing that sticks out is, my grandmother used to come over and pick us up to get us school clothes, when she could. And, my mom would be all happy, but then afterwards I would hear her go to the room and she's crying. So, that sticks with you. So, things like that really builds you to become who you are.
Right.
And now, nothing can really stop me. And that's why I focus on wealth so much because, I feel like everybody should have wealth. And that's what it's about. It's not about the money.
Well, I want to send you a cyber hug.
Right.
Definitely. I mean, this is why we are here, is because, you know, think about the narratives that have been shifted just within the lives that are on this screen right now. And so, you know, we hope that you are encouraged, because guess what? The passion that's here right now is real. The hard work that's here right now is real. Being an entrepreneur is hard. You don't wake up, you know, every day and just, you know, and just go out and just have a paycheck. You have to go out there and do what you have to do. You have to come out with new ideas. You have to continue to make connections and network 24/7. But guess what? You have 3 examples, 4 if you can include me, that you can do it. And through the tears and through the fall and through everything else, you have the ability. And don't get me started preaching. Y'all know how I am. However, what I am saying is the fact that if you just trust the process, it doesn't matter how much you fall, but as long as you get up, get up. Get up, get out, stay encouraged. Don't forget about what your parents taught you.
That was a game changer. Yeah, gotta get up.
Well, it's traveling. It's just networking through everything and through everybody. And so on this day, I am going to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. But with that being said, we have just closer and closer to the election. And right now, I'm going to just, you know, go around the horn one last time and just say, why should you go out there and vote? Or why should you go out there and really look towards the future? 2 prompts right there, guys. And then we'll close up in a little bit. But just whoever wants to go first, why is it important to vote? Or why should we be looking towards our future?
I mean, I'm sure everybody's tired of the same old. So it's time to take control of the wheel. And if you, like you said, if you haven't been, then it's important, because you don't want to live like this. People are just tired. So it's time to take action. You know, being tired should just be enough. You know.
We need to go out. Everyone needs to flock to the voting polls. Whatever your party is, we need to vote. The only way that we can change what we have going on is to vote. You got to run to these polls like your life depended on it. If you don't vote, you can't complain. Not to mention, we are voting for the presidential election, but local voting elections office is also important. And we tend to forget about the local offices that we also need to vote for, because those are, I think voting for the presidents is important, but I think it's more important on the local side, because that directly affects you. So you just need to vote. Everything is on the internet. Depending on, I'm in Georgia, there's a page that you can go on to see what you're voting for. Do your research and vote. People fought to give us this right.
Yeah.
We need to vote.
Yeah, I think that's the most important part. You know, our ancestors did a lot of fighting to get here, and we can not only build wealth, but we're able to create businesses. And just for the Black community, that should make other communities, the white community, to say, yeah, we need to be voting. We need to vote right and do the research, because what our ancestors did for us, people can look at that and really take that and run with it. It wasn't just to say, you know, it's just for us, for Black people to vote. It was for everybody. And that's something I missed out on for a long time. The census, you need to look at all of that and really get out and vote, because your wealth is at stake. I tell you that much next year. So if you don't go out and vote, there's no excuses.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. So you've heard it here, guys. I know that that hopefully you're able to go back and rewatch this and write some of this important content down, because we got real tonight, and that's what we wanted. We want to be able to shift the narrative. One thing I do want to say is the fact that the narrative is not a political organization. We focus on 4 core areas: financial stability, education, protection, and mental health. The thing is that we develop so many campaigns throughout the entire year. This is just one of many. And so as you stay tuned and as you follow us and as you get involved, we will shift the narrative one mind at a time. We're not trying to shift everybody all at once. We understand that it takes a process and we have to trust it. So with that being said, we just thank you. We will be back live next week on Tuesday, right after World Mental Health Day. That's this next Saturday. And we'll have a panelist on Tuesday to talk about the importance of mental health as it relates to the election. And next Thursday, we will have a panel with doctors and talking about the importance of healthcare, the importance of education, and the importance of finance. Guys, we got so much content. I told you, 30 days of content until the election.
Yes.
Stay tuned. This is the Crucial 30, and we are the narrative shift. Stay tuned, guys. The best is yet to come.
The Crucial 30.
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 It's the Crucial 30.
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 The Crucial 30. The Crucial 30.
The Crucial 30.
The Crucial 30.
The Crucial 30.
The Crucial 30.
The Crucial 30.
It's the Crucial 30. Bro, I know you can do it.